Thank you for calling in to Carnivore Tales. Please leave a message after the... Well, I'm sorry, it's not that kind of message anyway. I'm just a regular person behind the screen. No computer animations or anything like that. I'm not even trying to do a voice. Honestly, I'm thirsty, so that's probably why. Anyway, I figured to get this recorded now because I actually got home late from work for a change, so I have actually less time to push this in. But anyway, I'm here to talk about day 19. So day 19 really wasn't any different from any other day. But yesterday was pretty much the same. So I had a few pieces of pepperoni during the day, not a big deal. And then I had 7 drumsticks from like Walmart's big package of 14. So I had 7 the day before and 7 this day. Mostly because those drumsticks were... It was more than enough for me for the one day. So I just needed more for the next day. So it was basically 2 meals in one price. And that's kind of what I went with. Better use them up, right? But anyway... And of course, it was cooked pretty much the same way, and I added some hot sauce to a couple of them just to give that a little extra spice after I got through the first few. So I didn't actually have a lot of hot sauce, just a little bit. But even then, it was good. I did have a bowel movement afterward, which basically sounded like a foghorn and a canned tuna. That didn't make any sense, but that's okay. I'm not trying to make sense at this point. My brain just isn't registering. Like I said, I just got home from work. It's always fun driving, and then all of a sudden, hey, I'm going to actually talk to people. Yay! Yeah, no, I kind of did that. So as you can see, this is my work shirt. It's all nice. It's got a collar. I usually wear a badge on the front, but I took it off so people don't see my full name. But that's perfectly fine, too, because nobody knows me in this city. Heck, I still have Pennsylvania plates. So I'm completely out of the blue. So most people will find my information and be like, oh my gosh, you live up in Buffalo. No. Then they'll be like, oh, you're in PA. Was. I don't do a lot of social media, which is kind of weird, you know. I don't do Facebook. I don't do Instagram or anything like that. Maybe I should start an Instagram just to keep track of this channel and just upload all my pictures and things like that. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I haven't even done a TikTok yet, which I'm kind of skeptical if I even want to get into that. So I'm pretty much just sticking with Twitch and YouTube, which is perfectly fine. And as I know, I don't go by Alan on Twitch, so I mean, or Carnivore Tales. So we'll see what happens there. But I do thank you for tuning in, as always. And a lot of the support messages I've been getting is pretty informative. I've been paying a lot of attention. Somebody was telling me that I need to force breathing through my nose. Which today I can actually breathe through my nose, so it's not really a big deal. But sometimes it just gets so clogged up and I can't figure out how to get air to pass through, and that's why I usually struggle. So when he told me about this method, maybe I'm going to have to give that a look tonight and see what I can do. It's always good to read the comments because you never know what you might discover, and I would love to be able to breathe through my nose normally on a regular basis. But... You know how it goes. Nothing's ever perfect. And maybe with the weight loss, it'll actually fix a little bit. Because, like, I actually have a deviated septum, which... it's almost like a broken nose kind of thing. But I don't even know how it happened. And by the way, yes, I can see without my glasses. Technically, a majority of my prescription is only my astigmatism, which is very common with blue eyes. But other than that, though, I'm not really nearsighted or farsighted. Maybe like a smidge farsighted. Either way, if I got LASIK surgery, it would pretty much be over. And I tried before, but they denied me. And there's a story behind that. I might not get to that, though. But either way, I have learned a lot in the last few weeks. And, of course, I'm trying to find topics to actually talk about. And I will say the comments are pretty much my bread and butter right now. I just read them, see if there's any suggestions, anything new. Heck, why not? I'll actually look to see if there's anything new right now from my last video I posted. I mean, I might as well. You're not going to see it, sorry. But, you know, I might actually have a new message or something. Oh, you have a great friend. Well, thank you, Joy. I mean, that's great. Got a slow cooker. Yeah, I wish we did. We do not have a slow cooker, but look up Butecchio breathing. Okay, that's the thing that I was told about, and maybe I'll have to look that up as well. Meanwhile, I'm still kind of shopping for my next couple of meals. I've been pretty much buying almost every day, so I want to do less trips to the store. I think that'll benefit me a little bit to have a little extra. So I actually got my next 3 meals planned. So one, I got myself a New York strip. It wasn't very big, so I'm probably going to just add some eggs and bacon with it. I figure that'll be pretty good and get me back on the beef. And the other thing I did was based on another comment was I actually got some pork ribs, and they look very fatty, but they look good. So, and that's actually about 2 meals worth of ribs. So I'm probably going to have a lot of fun with that. So anyway, my next 3 meals are planned, so the weekend's pretty much done, but I'll probably try to figure out what to do from there. But again, I'm going to try to get back into beef, so I started with a New York strip, and I do like New York strip, so that's perfectly fine. I actually looked at a couple of T-bones, and I was like, do I want T-bone? T-bone bone. Yeah, I kind of did, but I didn't. Because you could only buy 2, and it was like for $30. And honestly, right now I'm kind of tight on money because, well, all my bills are ending on the 22nd. So basically, I have to pay off my credit card right there at the 22nd, and I kind of overspent a bit this much because of moving, and I had all these excess things I ended up having to buy. I mean, like even one of them, I just needed pens and markers just to sign signatures and something like that. I mean, I even have a tablet here. I'm not showing the front because there's some private information on there, but it's like I bought all these little things to kind of help me, and it's just racking up like $50 here, $50 there. So I'm trying to budget as best as I could, and that's why the ribs actually look good, because it was almost like $6 a meal, and I'm like, that's not bad. Where it was $9 for that New York strip. So it's kind of like where I'm at right now. It's like I'm going to try to budget what little I can, so I'm going for the cheaper things. I'll probably go for a chuck steak next. I mean, but I'm getting back into beef. I just wanted to let you know, but I will probably have ribs for 2 days. We'll see what happens. But meanwhile, I had chicken today. So, I mean, there's nothing to worry about there, and that's all the fun there is to it, And forgive the hair, I was sweating a lot, and I just kind of messed it up, and apparently it makes things look good, and that... I'm not even sure what to make of that one. Is that like a new style? It's like not even centered. Oh, shoot. Cameras are reversed. Gotta remember that. Ugh! I give up. My hair is short. That's all that matters to it. I used to have long hair, believe it or not, but I can never really ever grow a beard, so... But I always had the baby face, so we'll see if that continues. But anyway, like I said, I don't really have a lot to add on. I felt good today, even though I didn't have beef in the last few days. I also felt pretty solid in general. I just had that bathroom episode after my hot drumsticks yesterday, which it, cleaned me out for whatever reason, but then I woke up fine. A little bit of allergies this morning, and... I ended up having to take some Aleve and my nasal spray that I do every day. So, I mean, the normal stuff for me, I've always struggled with it. And like I said, it gets so tightly packed in there, sometimes air just does not want to go through. But I do pretty much breathe through the nose in most cases, as long as one nostril's open. So I hope that clarifies anything. But, yeah, anyway, that's all I really have to put on that. But still, just going through the comments, I am answering as many as I can. I mean, Gumbo always likes to say hello, but he's been a friend of mine on Twitch since I actually started doing any type of streaming, so I always appreciate him, and I appreciate anybody else tuning in as well, anybody who subscribes, anybody who watches. I mean, that's always what's going to happen. But, anyway, I don't have a lot of comments to go through. I mean, I'm still kind of new at this, but I'm just here to do my documentary, and that's about it. But either way, thanks for tuning in. 10 minutes is probably about what this will be, and hopefully tomorrow I'll have more to talk about as I have a different type of meal. Of course, I'm going to show the pictures, and which I probably already did, because I'm recording this live without basically any cuts whatsoever. So wish me luck, and I hope it sounds good. Anyway, have a good night, and thank you for watching.